Sitting at the table and you lost half the class. Now you're living in the future. How you feel about that? What's up, guys?
How's
Welcome
it
to Music
going?
Journeys. It's Wayback Wednesday episode today. How are you guys?
Doing all right.
Cool.
I'm glad it's not
I think I
Monday.
caught a little bit. Say again.
I'm glad it's not Monday.
I'm glad it's not Monday. I think I caught a little bit of what Derek's got. I feel kind of grimy.
Let me get
But,
my light. Let me see here.
I'm holding it in.
Waddle over.
It's nothing new with me, though.
There we go. That might help.
Cool.
Yeah, that's better. You can see me better. Not so shady. No one wants to be shady.
Put the light on, dirty. What's your mushroom shirt say?
Oh, it says the Mushroom Fan Club. Number one fan club. Yeah.
Well, and
And I happen to be the executive director
of
of
course, I would imagine, nonetheless.
it. the number one Mushroom Fan Club right here.
So yeah, maybe after the show today, we'll watch a little bit of Shane Moss comedy. You just released it on YouTube through 900 Pound Gorilla Record or 800 Pound Gorilla Comedy or whatever it's called. So yeah, maybe we'll watch it after the show. If you guys want to go over to Discord and watch it with us.
That'd be fun.
In the meantime,
Bonus movie night.
bonus movie night. I think it'd be pretty
Love
cool.
I fell asleep
And it's
on
kind of
Monday night when I remember that they were.
Hey Derek,
was
we
feeding
can't
rabbits.
hear you. Something with your audio. Let me see here. Try to fix it. Oh yeah, let's see. That's better. Here you go. Speak up.
I fell asleep Monday night. I remember he was feeding the rabbits, and that was the last I remember.
Feeding
It
the
was. I
rabbits.
think it was. I think they were rabbits. He had rabbits, or
Oh, the guy. There's this. We were watching that movie on the effects of the possible benefits of psilocybin mushrooms on depression.
yeah,
And I'm not sure if the guy was feeding rabbits. This guy was. He definitely planted some roses. I think they were living on a farm. That family you were talking about. That family with the two kids.
hmm
Yeah, maybe they did have some rabbits. I don't remember
yeah. I
the
don't
rabbits.
remember.
I do remember crying
rabbit
a few
food.
times. It
It
was
looked like rabbit food. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Definitely cried a few times. I will admit. It was really really touching. It's like the ending was a bit of a sad cliffhanger too.
Uh,
Yeah,
after
these people find that this mushroom and this medicine has great potential for helping them, and then because it's illegal in their country, it gets yanked away the moment they find some benefit, and then the benefits not permanent, kind of like what Pops has been talking about.
yeah,
And there's risks, but mostly what the conclusion I came to was that some people have very 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 long term benefit from these mushrooms. Other people they need to re-up like every 3 months.
yeah.
Other people benefit from microdosing. It depends on the individual, and everybody's a little bit different. And we can't expect it to be a magic bullet for everybody.
It's all about listening to your body, mind body awareness, figuring out what's best for you, not listening to other people.
It was very,
Sure.
very good. It's actually available on YouTube. I was struggling to play the file I had downloaded, and I found out it was on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
If anyone's curious about what it is, just ask, reach out to me on this separately, and I will send you a link.
Cool, perfect. All right, guys. Week 14 and the Wayback, Volume 1. Patty Bryant's the author. If you guys are just following in with us, we're about
Showing you, I've met her.
halfway through, but
I bumped into her at Whole Foods. I tell you,
it seems like this book
over at
gives
Vitamin
us
Cottage.
vibes.
She was like a vitamin cottage lady. Yeah,
Yeah, because even at the beginning of the book, she talked about that story about being from Tennessee in the mountains and then moving over here to Colorado
you
and
got her.
being kind of a
I
different
totally
culture.
met her at Sprouts.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I think I mentioned like 3 health food stories in like 5 minutes. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Keep your and also afterwards, we're going to talk a little bit about objective and subjective reality. I think that kind of ties into the whole talk of optimism, but it's keep your face towards the sunshine is our topic on week 14. Keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Walt Whitman.
Good old Walt.
One day in late fall, I was walking my dog around the block and there were a few trees downtown where I live, which we both love. I love looking at them. He loves watering them. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful, crisp day out, and with tons of leaves all over the ground. Most of the trees had no leaves left. However, one tree was different. It seemed to be split down the middle. A couple of dead brown leaves were on the one side, and most of the other leaves were gone. But the other side had several beautiful green leaves, and I thought, how are these leaves still alive? After staring at it for a couple of moments, I realized that those leaves were facing the sun. This made me reflect on how being intentional about what we surround ourselves positivity positivity is incredibly important for our health and growth. Just like these leaves, it is important for us to keep our face towards the sunshine. For me, this means covering my apartment with inspirational quotes, hanging out with people I admire, cultivating a work experience that is peaceful and joyful, and watching uplifting movies and reading books to learn and grow. What about you? What are some ways you keep your face towards the sunshine?
I got a simple, very very basic answer.
Dude,
I get my ass outside.
You literally get towards the sunshine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
And
good.
nothing heals me more than spending time in nature.
Yeah, that's a good fact of it.
Yeah.
What about you, Derek?
Yeah, I think going outside is the healthiest we can do. You know, if it's nice out and everything, weather permitting. The weather's been crazy, but it's going to be warm this week, and then it's going to rain over the week, something like that. I don't know, but you know, whatever the feel good activities, whatever you pick. If you paint or like you like to make music. You know, I think that's putting your face to the sun.
100%. And the thing for me, I could agree with you guys more about being outside and putting yourself in the physical world to make your mental better. But for me, my thought on this is more mental because our mind is like a mental palace. It's like a garden, if you will. We have to take and curate this thing and fertilize it and water it and do what we need to in our heads. That way, no matter where you are in the world, you can be happy, whether you're in nature or whether you're not. It's super hard. And it's a give and take, right? Because being in nature can help boost your mental to be able to make you happier in places where you're not in nature, right? So it's a good tool. So I don't disagree with what you guys are saying. I just think the added fact that it's our mind we have to make happy. And that's where optimism has to come from. It's a seed that we have to plant inside of our head and speak to it. And, uh, make sure that whenever it's kind of being impeccable with your word in a way, make sure whenever you're saying things about your optimism that it's based in truth, but it's also, kind of a motivation for you to be like, hey, man, you got this. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You're not lying to yourself because you're doing all the agreements, practicing down the line. Um, Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I actually have a fable here I'll read in just a minute after we finish talking about this, but it kind of talks about what I'm talking about. But that's why I wanted to bring up the idea of objective versus subjective reality. Because a lot of times people will try to put your optimism down, or vice versa. You'll try to put other people's optimism down, or it's like a combat for this. Like the world's fine. I think everything's good, and people are like, no, it's not. Can you look around? And they're like trying to put you down. And it's like we do that to other people too. It's like it's a give and take in life. So kind of ruin other people's, you know, sunshine, if you will. We put a cloud in front of it because we say, anxiety thoughts or thoughts about what ifs or what could be's and things like that to try to, put a damper in somebody's light.
Yeah, I
Before we
had
get too
someone
far
tell me
along,
before
go ahead.
that I had someone tell me before that they couldn't steal from themselves because I was like, you're just stealing from yourself, when you something that you shouldn't, and you shouldn't, and there's better things you could be doing. I said, you're robbing yourself of,
Yeah, because you're not taking from anybody else.
you want, and oh, that's so crazy. You can't steal from yourself, and okay, okay, I'm not gonna argue with
Procrastinating,
you. Yeah, hmm yeah.
like Babs was saying.
Go ahead and give a shake, nerdy.
Oh yeah, yeah. So before we get too long, I'm gonna let you guys know I do have my can. I got my can loaded. It's pretty stuffed. So I don't know if you can hear it. Let me put it in here. So it's not too loud, but
Thank you everyone for being here.
first clue. As a marketing ploy, it was dropped from planes over multiple cities in the 1920s.
Babies. Oh, that's a story.
Wow.
That's a story, right?
Going right to hell.
So that's the first clue, is that as a marketing ploy, they were dropped from planes over cities in the early 1920s.
I think I know who it is. I mean, they've probably done this a lot, though. But at least narrows it down.
And the prize is going to be, I'm going to give away another one of these. Robert got some of these last time. I'm going to be seeing him on the 15th. He said he'd save it for him. So I'm going to give you guys another one of these. And I'm also going to have some sacrament. Whoever wins gets to pick whether they want one of two strains. They want my cross between Ghost and Hillbilly Pumpkin, which is Tommy Knocker. Or you can have some Coker's Colombian, which is a wild strain from Colombia. My friend went out to Colombia with Alan Rockefeller, found this cube, brought it back, cloned it, and I have a first generation, and that's what the Coker's Colombian is. So it's either Tommy Knocker, Coker's Colombian, and I'm also going to give you some chocolate mushrooms.
All right.
So, what's in the can?
Sweet. As people are guessing away here, I'll read this fable real fast. This is the fable of the Chinese farmer. I always call it the story of Maybe. It's a great way to remember it. Once upon a time, there was a Chinese farmer whose horse ran away, and that evening, all of his neighbors came around to commiserate, and they said, "We're so sorry to hear that your horse has run away. This is most unfortunate." The farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse came back, bringing several wild horses with it. And in the evening, everybody came back and said, "Oh, isn't that lucky? What a great turn of events. You now have 8 horses." The farmer again said, "Maybe." The following day, his son tried to break one of the horses, and while riding it, was thrown and broke his leg. The neighbors then said, "Oh dear, that's too bad." And the farmer responded, "Maybe." The next day, the conscription officers came around to conscript people into the army, and then they had rejected his son because he had broken leg. Again, the neighbors all came around and said, "Isn't that great?" Again, he said, "Maybe." Because you never know what one thing could lead to another. And I kind of like to keep that about myself whenever I'm trying to find the sunshine, whenever it's not around. I'm always thinking it's right around the next corner, you know? Just like the lows are what makes our highs enjoyable. I mean, without them, you have to learn that life's going to have them. And it's just about recognizing the happy moments and taking them when they come. So once you start to realize that, you just start to learn to look for the light and know that it'll always be around the next corner. So I think a lot of people, they give up. They sit down. You know, me and my buddies talk about it. It's really kind of a great way to talk about people fetishize their own sadness. They like to be sad, and they won't tell you that, but everything that they do is like, you're just sitting down in the dark. Like, you have to get up and move and go, or else you're never going to find the light. Creating that mental garden is a great metaphor, because you have to curate that garden and fertilize it, water it, or else, like I said, I've said this several times on the show. If not for other people to come and enjoy your flowers and your garden, your fruits and vegetables, at least for you to be comfortable enough, you could walk through your own garden without there being weeds and vines and thorns and stuff like that.
I pay closer attention to who sticks around and helps tend the garden than those who just show up for the fruit and leave.
Correct. And obviously, you know, once you build a good camaraderie with a good group of community of people, you realize that it's not about, "Oh, remember you came and grabbed 3 watermelons from my garden?" Or in this instance, metaphorically, right, you came and took 5 minutes of my time asking about your problems, but yet whenever I came to you with my problems, you didn't help me out. So it starts to be that competition thing. Like, when you start to get people where it's not a thing like that, people can just come and go freely into each other's gardens mentally, then it's way more of like those people are your light. Really, honestly, those are the people that are lights in my life. The sun shines in my life, candles in my life, if you want, whatever you want to equate it to. People that act like that, where it's instead of it being like, you owe me this or I owe you this, or it's like all of a competition and stuff like that, then
Yeah.
takes all the fun out of it, really.
Nice thing about
Nobody
watermelon
likes a competition more than me, but
is it's the
not when
perfect
it's about
fruit
like
for
taking
sharing.
the time. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, again, that could be people's time, that could be people's physical energy, mental energy, everything, right? There's so much that you can give or take from somebody. And you have to make sure that you're doing your part and making sure that your garden is presentable because those people aren't going to want to let you come in theirs and, vice versa if your stuff is not looking good mentally, right? Every time you come over, you have like some drama or some negativity or stuff like that.
I'll bring my Fortune 3. You'll get 9 slices out of every melon. Jokes.
No one's going to get that reference.
But yeah, seriously, dude, I love watermelon. Like, I'm really, really good at picking them.
Again,
I love them. I wish I had a yard. I would grow melons, like all kinds of melons. But melons, like watermelon's one of the better ones because they get so big and they're like not hollow.
One of my favorite things to grow. They're actually related to cucumbers. A lot of people don't know that. You can put sugar on a cucumber. Try this, you guys. I talked about this before. Put sugar on a cucumber and it tastes just like watermelon.
A lot of people don't think about it this way, but cucumbers are a fruit.
Yeah, 100%.
It grows on a vine. The seeds are in the actual fruit itself, so it's a fruit, and it grows from a flower. But yeah, it's a fruit. What's the difference between a fruit and a vegetable anyway? I think the vegetable is like the actual plant itself. It has to be like a stalk or a root. I think fruit is actually the seed-bearing fruit of the plant. So a zucchini
I
would be a
should
fruit.
know, but this starts to be like a really philosophical question at a certain
Dude,
point,
I'm a philosophical kind of guy.
Because you could argue that strawberries aren't berries either because the seeds are on the outside of the fruit.
It's a modified flower. It's not a fruit.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of fruits that are like that. It's like, how do you classify this one thing that has its own genus separated from everything else? Not that strawberries are necessarily, but
Strawberries are
Tomato,
fruit.
cucumber, and mozzarella cheese like a caprese salad. That's really a fruit salad.
fruit salad, yeah. Holy.
You're onto something. You're onto something.
They do that with like chicken salads though. They put like apples and grapes and stuff in chicken salad a lot of times, so it makes
Peanut
sense.
butter. Peanut butter is bean spread.
Oh my gosh. What game?
Sorry. Oh, seed bearing are fruits for sure, says Sam. Thank you.
Ketchup
Cool.
is a fruit smoothie.
Dude, ketchup is just jelly, man. It's jelly in a squirt bottle.
With sugar.
Any guesses yet? I haven't seen a single guess come in yet. So another guess is this had a product placement in a Shirley Temple movie, which really, really put it on the map. So Shirley Temple, 1920s, she enjoyed this product in one of the movies. It was like a product placement or something like that. And apparently, if Shirley Temple likes something, it's gonna sell. So it was dropped from planes over cities as a marketing ploy. I could only imagine what happened when they did that. And Shirley Temple promoted it as a product placement in one of her movies. 2 clues.
Yeah.
And I'll have more later.
All right. In the meantime, I have some cool psychology tests that we can play with each other, and then a little bit of just a couple little sentences here of some objective versus subjective reality. What are you guys' opinions on that before we get into it? What do you think about what comes to mind when I say that objective versus subjective reality? Besides the obvious.
Well, objective reality. This is my can, and it's got stuff in it.
Correct. Things you can measure, touch, and feel.
Subjective
What else?
reality is my opinions and
Your opinions.
interpretations of what a can is and
Generally, yes.
what I can stuff in one.
Simplifying it a lot, but yeah, you're correct overall.
Yeah.
What is a matrix?
Jack, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of right.
You already
Yeah,
nailed
there's
it.
just nothing. Yeah.
I think you nailed it there. Yeah.
Objective reality refers to the independent, measurable, and observable world that exists regarding individuals' perceptions. Like Nerdy was just mentioning, i.e., facts, laws of physics, and things you can reach out and touch. Contra-subjective reality is the personal world, or in this case, subjective reality is the personal and interpersonal world, including emotions, opinions, and beliefs. Again, just like Nerdy was mentioning. While objective reality represents facts, subjective reality is how individuals interpret those facts, making both integral to human existence. Though subjective views can sometimes distort objective truths. The key differences and characteristics of these two are the objective reality is the world out there, and subjective reality is the world in here. So objective reality is independence, exist independent of conscious minds, variability, variability. Am I saying? I'm not saying that right. Am I? Variability can independently can be independently varied by others. Scientific facts, physical objects, mathematical truths such as 2 + 2 = 4, and physical laws. Subjective reality is dependence. It depends on minds or their perceptions and emotions. The uniqueness varies from person to person. Examples are emotion, personal values, taste, political views, or musical interests, and art, and interpretations of events. So, the primacy of existence is generally objective facts triumph subjective feelings, and the world exists regardless of our thoughts about it. Interdependence, objective reality shapes subjective perceptions about our subjective, shared, or social experiences and can create intersubjective realities such as money or nations. It's how we interact with each other. Misinterpretation, mistaking subjective reality for objective reality can lead to distorted perceptions or conflicts. While some philosophies, such as soliphilism, which we're going to read into this. I looked into this earlier, and I've never heard of this before. I'm probably butchering how you say it, but it's solipsism. But it argues that only the mind is known to exist, and most perspectives recognize a blend where we experience an objective world through a subjective lens. And we talk about this a lot, how our reality only exists behind our eyes. And this is kind of the whole idea behind that. And I think they're not fully right on this, but I think there's a lot to it that is very intriguing to talk about. So I have, there was this test. I was watching a podcast earlier where they were talking about a psychological test of, there was this screen with just basically fuzzes on a screen like you see whenever your TV goes out. And they would pop an image really fast up of a lemon. And sometimes they wouldn't do this. So sometimes they would ask people if they had saw the lemon, and they would try to make people see it in their mind to see if they had saw it on the screen. And sometimes they would actually show the lemon for like just a split second. So people were saying that regardless if they had saw it or if they hadn't saw it, the conclusion was that in their mind, it was the same exact thing as if they had really saw it. Because that's how, living in the present works. Whenever it passes, it's just a memory. The instant it's gone. So that's the way we think about it in our minds. Like a memory is just as good as being able to actually see it. So it's kind of like the same concept. If a tree falls in the middle of the forest, doesn't make a sound, right? Are we actually seeing the thing? Yeah, so it's kind of a lot to do with quantum mechanics, and really being able to, like, observing the thing changes the reality of it. But
Adam Sandler, visualize and attack.
Yeah, kind of. It's the idea of
visualize it,
manifestation.
and it will happen.
100%.
Athletes,
So you
athletes
guys,
do that before big games, before big contests. They
yeah,
kind of they
visualize
live it in their mind, like as if it's actually happening, and then they do it, and then they perform better.
This is what I was talking about earlier in the show. If we're trying to be able to be optimistic and we're trying to make our mental garden better, we need to be able to visualize these things. Be able to visualize optimism as like a light. This is why I was trying to blend this together because I thought it was like the same concept with optimism that it is with objective and subjective realities. We have to try to, really look at this from an optimistic point of view, in the sense that, like we have to be able to trust that we think these thoughts and then it creates our reality. Like we think that optimism is going to be there around the corner and then it shows up. It's having faith, putting your heart above your head. We talk about this a lot. But yeah, you guys hold out your thumb for a second, like in front of you. Now look at your thumbnail. Now look at everything around your thumb without looking away. Like keep your eyes locked on your thumb, but try to look at your peripheral and look at everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how everything is very blurry?
Yeah. And two of
This is
them.
because, right. So this is what a trick that our mind plays, trying to fill in the blanks of what's going on. Even like you're talking about with seeing two thumbs. So your mind's trying to fill in the blanks of what's going on in your peripheral and things like this. It's not actually detecting these things. It's just doing it based on. It's why when you're in an unfamiliar place, it doesn't work as well as if you're in a familiar place, because your brain already knows these things. Kind of creates like a blind spot in your eyes. It's the same concept of why people get into accidents with a blind spot, because there's like a portion of their eyes where it's not detecting anything but what they're visually directly focused on, and everything outside that perspective is mute. There's actually a way you can do this with a ruler. You can put a dot in the middle and stare at the dot, and an X way to the side, and there's a certain spot where you won't be able to see that X.
And it's because there's a certain dot where your retina connects with the back of your eye, and it's like a very, very, very tiny little blind spot that everybody has. Most people don't realize we even have it. But it's like it's somewhere in your vision, somewhere like around here in the middle, but you just don't even know it.
It's actually the most common way that people die in motorcycle accidents. Do you know that from people pulling out and not seeing motorcycles in those blind spots because they're just not thinking, they're looking for a car and their brain isn't going to fill in a motorcycle. It only fills in cars. So that's kind of what our brain does. It's so unique how our brain will we're on autopilot and do these things that we're not even aware of most of the times. It speaks a lot to what I talk about with the idea of unconditional gratitude as well, because again, putting that seed in your head and having the thought that everything that happens is going to be good in the end, I'm learning something out of it. It really shows you that everything that happens is a benefit in the end. Just like a break dancer. I was born in the 90s, boy. Tell me I was born in the 90s without telling me I was born in the 90s. I got the Adidas track jacket on, boy. 3 stripes.
So the clues in my can. First one was, as a marketing ploy, they were dropped from planes over multiple cities in the early 1920s. Second clue, there was a product placement in one of Shirley Temple's movies with this product. And if Shirley Temple endorses it, it's in a Shirley Temple movie, you know it's going to sell. Third clue, it was invented in Chicago. 1920s, obviously. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
You know how to do the running man dance?
Huh?
Sorry, say again?
Do you know how to do the running man dance?
No, I don't know how to dance, man. Shit, you saw me dance the other night. That's about as good as I could do.
That's the dance for the tracksuit. You know, with the big length.
I think it would be really cool. I always think about it. Like, if I have too many hobbies that I like to enjoy like dancing is one thing I'm passionate about. But if I had more time, like if I didn't have to sleep, maybe I'd use some of that time to learn how to break dance or something.
You can learn the running man in 5 minutes. It is super easy.
But then it would be an expectation, like I was saying before. Like then when you actually know how to dance, it takes like the freedom away from it, because I don't know how to dance. It makes it free. But if I knew how to dance, it would like constrict me. People would be expecting like, oh, do the running man. I was like, fuck, dude. Like you become a puppet. It's that fucking song by Tones and I, Dance Monkey. You know, it's like that's how you become a dance monkey for sure. Yeah, that's the whole point I was trying to make whenever we were doing that live. That I'm free just to dance stupid, and people are gonna be like, "Yeah, you're dancing stupid." It's like, yeah, duh. I don't know how to dance, but I like to. It's like playing basketball. Shit, I'm not fucking Michael Jordan, but I just shoot some hoops.
Any more guesses?
No guesses.
Oh
Only,
yeah,
only guess we gotten so
you
far
use
is
Google
Tootsie
to
Rolls.
guess, you guys.
Not Tootsie Rolls. And then let's see, another clue. It wasn't named by the manufacturer or the creator. It was named in a contest by the public. So it was named by a random dude in Chicago.
Just tell us what it is. Give yourself the gift.
Right, just keep it.
I got one. Let me just figure out the name of that documentary real fast. Well, not documentary rather, but the company video. It's called Trips, and there's going to be a couple other parts to this too. This is just the first part. That's why it's called First Dose. So it's Trips First Dose by Shane Moss. Keep calling it MOSS, but it's MAUSS. So we'll watch that after the show. Rock and roll, brethren. That's what I'm talking about.
You guys can use Google.
Yeah.
Nerdy's giving away an awesome prize tonight.
I got Derek's cooties, I swear. Seems like everyone's got it now.
Yeah, Mucinex monster. He set up shop in my chest. I swear, it's awful.
Mucinex monster.
Yeah, I always feel like that.
No, not Mucinex.
That's why I just excused myself a minute ago. I had to go blow my nose.
Mm.
The slime is working overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Overtime slime. See you at 5, slime.
Between yesterday and today, I drank 6 of those Pedialytes, and then this is the last one I had to refill with water. Because it was left, so I just kind of filled it up with water. But
Pedialyte reminds me of Michael Allen. He had this random tech that he threw at us one day where he found these little tiny Pedialyte bottles at the dollar store. And he's like, hey, it's PP5. You can use it for pouring your agar. I was like, I'm going to remember that one. Those Pedialyte bottles. Every time I see Pedialyte, I think of that. Like I can
When I
use
think
it
of
to pour my
Pedialyte,
agar.
I think of the. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Gatorade stuff, but I think about like
the bottles are PP5, and it can go through the autoclave.
Mm-hmm. But you know they have the Pedialyte milk too, right? Isn't it called the same stuff? It's made by the same brand. They're like milk. That's what it is. Yeah, something like that. Pediasure or something like that.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's like the milk one versus the electrolyte.
Okay, I see now on the light. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
this has the 5 on the bottom.
Yep. Okay, Mike Barball says, what was the hints? Okay, the first hint was they, as a marketing ploy, they dropped them from airplanes over cities in the 1920s. Second clue was it was product placement in one of Shirley Temple's movies. It was made in Chicago, and it was named by the public as in a contest. So it was named by a random Chicago man. I don't remember his name, but he was from Chicago. And if you want one more clue, I'll give one more clue. From 2007 to 2010, it was ranked one of the most popular in the world of whatever it is.
Hey, you guys hit the like too if you haven't already.
Oh yeah. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Get your mom in here.
Get your grandma in here.
Yeah.
Take him to church. Take him to church.
Mike Barball's just making a little, typing them all the clues in, trying to figure out.
Heck yeah. He's like, nobody else wants it? He's like, I'll take it.
Gonna get it.
We gotta give it to him out of principle. He's like the only one who wants it. Yep, that's all I had in my notes for that concept. It probably will be something cool to dive into a little deeper later. And that philosophy, I forget the name of it.
Not Wrigley's Gum.
You know what I learned today? I know this is like really off topic, but let's see. You see that?
Yes, sir.
7-Eleven pizza. So when you go there and you order a pizza, they unwrap that and then they throw it in the oven.
Yep.
Heat it up. They're not sitting there throwing cheese and ham and pineapple, whatever on the pizza. They're like, "Oh, you want a Hawaiian? Rip the plastic off, throw it in the oven."
Yep, and then they can add whatever to it right after that if they have to.
Maybe, but I mean, like they come pre-made. That was at the store that I go grocery shopping at. They had a breakfast one. They had ham and pineapple, and they had like a supreme or something like that with green peppers. So I think even if you try to order a pizza, and you're like, I don't want green peppers. They're like, pick them off yourself, buddy.
Well, it says here that 7-Eleven is manufactured for the chain by Schwann's Company, a major frozen food producer.
Yep.
So Schwann's, I'm pretty sure it would make sense that if you get Schwann's frozen pizza, it's probably the same fucking pizza, or at least the same ingredients, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that to me that makes me think that like even Little Caesars is a little better than 7-Eleven. You know, because Little Caesars is made on spot. You know, not previously frozen. Yada yada. You know.
Was that a Hawaiian pizza, by the way?
That was Hawaiian pizza.
I had Hawaiian pizza yesterday with tahine. I because we were talking about it on Monday. I couldn't not but go get a Hawaiian
You made
pizza.
your own, or you got one?
What's that?
You got one, or you made one?
Yesterday, I went to Papa Murphy's and I got myself some. Just threw it in the oven, you know, like 15 minutes or something.
Yep.
The store wanted $5 for those. $5 for those pizzas.
That's not bad nowadays. It's better than Little Caesars. Little Caesars is like
Yep,
8 something
anymore.
now.
I love this. There's $6 near me. The Little Caesars.
Really? Man, it's
$6
pricey out here.
Plus cheese, yeah, pepperoni. So I'm like, I gotta take this home and cook it, or I can get one already made with a box for $1 more. You know, I got neither.
Solapism, or solapism. I don't know, but yeah, it's defined as the quality of being very self-centered or selfish. But in philosophy, it's the viewer theory that all that the self is all that can be known to exist. And it says that Slothfullism, whatever the hell, is an idealist theory because only my mind exists entails only my mind exists. So it's kind of a cool concept that we create our own happiness, and everything that happens to us is a fact of like our reality on the world.
I don't even know. I don't even know what Frango mints are. What are Frango mints? We'll find out.
You're a candy guy, man. How don't you know?
I've never heard of it. That's why I have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Frango mints. What?
Yep.
It looks like Frango mints looks like fudge. This is a copycat. Never mind. It probably is fudge. Interesting. Never heard of it. Frango.
What is this? It's like a
Mint.
keyboard.
It's a box of chocolates. Like chocolate mints. But I'm getting the inside is like fudge.
Chocolate mint is like one of the few things I do not ever put in my mouth.
What?
Seriously, I'm not picky. I'll eat most things, but chocolate mint is a combination. It's like a food or candy or whatever that I won't eat. Like I'll kind of like mint chocolate chip ice cream is like okay. I'll eat like a spoonful or two of that shit, but like York peppermint patties or Andes and stuff like that, I just think it's the worst combination of flavors, dude.
Love them.
Like I have to force myself. Say again.
You don't like the toothpaste candy?
No, basically, but it's not toothpaste to me. It's the combination of the chocolate and the mint together. Because I love the mint flavor. I love the chocolate. Well, I mean, I like the chocolate anyway, but it's like the combination of something crazy in my mind and my mouth is like, oh, it's falling out.
Totally a chocolate keyboard.
It looks like a chocolate keyboard. Fuck, dude. What's wrong?
Jimi Hendrix. Is that a chocolate keyboard? Yes, it is.
That's what I was saying.
I just replaced all of my keys.
Yeah.
No, not jawbreakers.
Jawbreakers.
See, one person in the chat gave a clue, and I'm just kind of keeping my mouth shut because they're like, they know what it is, but I'm just waiting for the word. So I'm just, that's all I can say right now. I'm watching the chat very closely. I'm waiting for the word to come in, the secret password.
Did you ever like them together, HB, or no? Because like before, cilantro used to taste like soap to me. It used to taste like soap, and now I love it. But I went through a little while there, and it tasted like soap.
I'll say this, that there were a handful of things that I've gotten over. Like I said, with broccoli and tomatoes, I've kind of gotten over them as I've gotten older, but some things stuck, and that would be bell peppers and also chocolate mint together. Like that combination. Whenever I got my Halloween candy, that'd be the first candy I like get my York patties out of my bag. I don't even want them like fumigating in with the rest of my candy. That's how bad I don't like that shit. Andes and all that kind of thing, dude. Like chocolate mint ice cream though, I can eat a little bit of it because it's not as like the creaminess kind of like melts it together a little better, but still even then it's like
I like those things. Those York peppermint patties, man, they're good.
Yeah. I don't like them, man. There's something funky with it. It does in my brain. Just like how I was saying, like if you put bell peppers on pizza, it just like it's like visceral to my body. It's like
blasphemy. B. Hendrix, that's blasphemy. Mint chocolate ice cream is the best.
Fucking right, dude. He's like, you get rum raisins before you get shit mint chocolate.
There's like three different other ice creams I can think of that's better than mint chocolate chip. But mint chocolate chips,
yeah, I like that stupid Superman ice cream.
Superman ice cream, it's like my top two, easy. Spumoni.
Really, I don't like it. I don't like it that much, but I'll eat it. I'll eat that before I'll eat fucking anything.
It's got to be like legit Superman ice cream. It's got to be the right flavors.
Is it better than Unicorn Sparkle?
I've never had that, but that sounds delicious.
Candy and something else, isn't it?
It's like a vanilla, but it's got like these glitter ribbons of different flavors going through it. and it's at Walmart. It's
I think it's
you
like
know,
the close cousin to Superman.
probably
The girl version.
So another clue. The coating on this thing cannot be classified as chocolate.
I just had a root beer float the other day, but it was with pecan ice cream, butter pecan instead of vanilla, and that shit was really good. I was got like about 15 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
Parachutes. Not pair of shoes, SpongeBob. Parakeet. I mean,
I love
parachute.
I wish it was sixlets in my can. I would
Those
love
things are really
to open my
fucking good.
can and eat open some sixlets.
What
That'd be
are
great.
those though? Like, what
I
makes
can
those things so
see
different? Is it
why.
hazelnut?
I can see why you would guess sixlets because of my last clue. Because sixlets is made from carob. It's carob and chocolate combined.
That's what gives it that crazy shit.
That's what gives
It's
it
like
that
a
interesting,
waxy kind of
unique
like,
taste.
yeah.
I love.
What is
sixlets.
that?
Carob?
Yeah.
It's like it's. I don't think it's even related to chocolate, but it's another nut like
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
It's dog safe.
Like
Dogs may
hazelnut.
eat it, right? So
Okay.
if you're using like chocolate chips, you can get carob chips and make dog cookies.
Crazy.
Yeah, I used to do that. Not M&Ms, no. Not chiclets.
I got some of the we were talking about the big life or big chewy sweet tarts.
I
They
love
fucking
those.
flunked. Not anymore, dude. They flunked it.
Really?
They changed it. They changed it up. It's totally different. You get them now. They're way smaller. They're way like skinnier. They have these cuts in them, which is cool. But you bite them open. They have these like actual crushed up pieces of sweet. They ruined it, dude. It's trust me. The flavors are good, but everything else about it is horrible. The size, the texture, everything's like off about it. I was so let down. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like, honestly, the texture was horrible because normally you have them in there chewy, right? But these were like dusting in your mouth the whole way through. They
Pretty
never
hard,
combined together. So.
but with like a hint of chewiness, like very barely chewy. But like
Yep.
they've always called them
Wasn't
big
there at all.
chewy sweet tarts, but I'm like, well, how chewy is it really? It's not like a classic sweet
Yeah.
tart. It's
They messed them
sweeter.
up.
Sweet tarts are more crunchy, dusty. Like if you were to actually bite it, it turns into like a pixie stick. It's like a solid pixie stick that wasn't powderized yet.
Yep. The flavor is fucking good on those things for sure. Like sweet tart flavor.
Yeah. But those, I don't know, those big chewy ones. I can get them at Five Below, and I still buy them there every once in a while. But I know what you mean by like they made them. They kind of
Fuck it, dude.
shrinkflation happened, and the recipe doesn't. There's something off. It's not quite the same.
That's the only issue for me, right?
Yeah, just like what I have in my can here. The company that bought it, they changed the recipe, and it pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, they keep doing that shit. Like people come to expect and love and know your products, and you change up on it. You should just create a different product if that's how you feel.
Where was it? Yeah, in 2019, they improved the recipe to make it better. And there have been mixed reactions to the improved recipe, but they insist that their sales have increased since the change.
Well, that changes.
Baby Ruth.
Oh, Mike Barball, you're so close.
Yes.
Baby Ruth was also dropped from the planes. So that's a good clue. So Baby Ruth was also dropped from the planes.
Bazooka.
They never lay a finger on the on.
That's what I thought too, Hendrix. That was my guess.
I hear you, D.
I didn't know if they did that. If that's
Yep. Chocolate covered cherries.
It's just bazooka. Bazooka
and they
bubblegum.
finally have trust issues.
After
a
you
lot
eat,
of companies changed recipes during COVID. Yeah, I get
do they
that.
stick in your teeth real bad? What's in the can? After you eat them, do they stick in your teeth, nerdy?
Mm, I don't think so, but some people might. But I know a lot of people struggle with certain candies that I don't.
He said Kit Kats.
Not Kit Kats.
Almost said
Baby
Baby
Ruth
Ruth
is
earlier.
the closest one I've gotten so far out of
Payday,
all of
Payday's so good, dude. I fucking love a Payday bar.
But I've heard a couple other people drop a hint, like they know, but I just haven't heard the word yet.
I love Twix too. Twix and Payday, those are like some of my favorite candy bars.
Twix are great.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Payday too. That's good.
That's
Peanuts.
salty. That salty sweet combination, that's just really good. Which,
Yeah,
speaking of
for
that, they
sure.
had the salted caramel Twix, which is fucking, that bumps it up a little bit more.
What
even.
is the best flavor of M&M, by the way? Somebody already guessed M&Ms. It's not M&Ms. What is the best flavor of M&M? I think
I just like the regular.
M&Ms make the most sense for Easter because they look like eggs.
I just like the regular milk chocolate ones the best. Like
I
all the
like the ones-
gimmicky ones, they're okay, but
You mean you
I
don't
do
like
like just the regular ones.
you don't like the mint M&Ms?
I haven't tried them. You already know me. Peanut butter and jelly ones are good. The peanut butter ones are good.
No.
Caramel ones are good.
Yep, caramel's good. The pretzel ones are really good.
Yeah, I like those ones. Any
That's
of
the
the
best
kind
Reese's.
of,
Is
any of
they
them
have
crunch to it. I like those. The extra crunchy M&Ms.
100%.
I had a soft spot for the caramel ones for a while there. Nah, it's not as good as the mint ones.
Yeah, the best Reese's, they call it outrageous, and it's a Reese's cup that's big, but it has the little mini Reese's cup pieces in it.
What's up, married Micah?
And then they also have the pretzel one, and that shit's really good too. Cheers. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's
Doing
talking
what's in
about
Nerdy's can. Shake the can, Nerdy. What you say, Derek?
Trying to hold it up to my.
To your mic.
I got these earlier. They're
What is this?
the like the brown things like
Ghirardelli's?
no the toast and like when you get the
I like
what's
those
it called?
dry ones.
Yeah, the Chex Mix.
The Chex Mix. This is like
Mhm.
mostly
Gardettos.
peppercorn and herb, and they're a little
Chico Stick, a little bit. Chico Sticks are pretty good.
I like Chico Sticks too.
Have any seasoning, I thought they'd just be plain like in the Chex Mix, but they have this peppercorn and herb seasoning. It ain't bad, but I just was.
What are they seasoned with?
On the label, right?
Are they just like salted, or are they like actually like flavored?
Oh, they're flavored. They're heavily flavored with peppercorn and herb.
So it's a lot like Chex Mix.
Yeah, but better.
Wait.
Sounds like because Chex Mix, I don't think are flavored like that unless you get bold.
Oh, I like the bold ones. Oh, they're so good.
Like the Chex pieces are flavored, but I don't think that those are.
Like,
Hershey bar.
Just like a seasoning salt type thing, like a Worcestershire sauce and stuff. I think. I love those things though.
I've been saying since I was younger. You know how you get like the really salted ones in the Chex Mix bag? They need to make a bag of just those really salted ones. Like they're like extra flavored.
Yeah.
I'd be their top customer, man. Because I'm just waiting for that one piece.
I was thinking these rye pieces wouldn't be seasoned, like the rest of it would. So those rye pieces they heavily seasoned.
Another candy that is like this for me are Whoppers. You know how in Whoppers you'll get like a box of Whoppers, and out of every box you might get one of those ones that's like crunch or chewy on the inside of it, not crunchy.
Yeah.
They need to figure out how they're doing that and make just those individual. I can't believe they haven't thought of this yet. Like those are so good. I wait for the one time I get that one. And then you don't know until you bite into it. By the time you bite into it, you're like savoring it. So you're like,
It's like they deflated or something because they're just really chewy. They don't have
Yeah,
all that.
something happens, dude. Yeah, I can't think.
I think I should repeat my clues.
Go ahead.
So the first clue was it's made in Chicago. Second one was dropped from airplanes over cities in the early 1920s as a marketing ploy. It was promoted as a product placement in one of Shirley Temple's movies. The chocolate coating isn't real chocolate. It can't be technically classified as chocolate. It was made in Chicago. It was named in a public contest and it was named by a guy in Chicago. They changed the recipe in 2019. I think that's all of the clues. Let me see if there's any others I missed. And one person got really, really close when they guessed Baby Ruth, because Baby Ruth was one of two things that were dropped from airplanes for that part of that marketing campaign.
But I don't think anyone's gonna get the Shirley Temple reference. You know, like if there was more modern animated character that.
Okay, well, okay, all right.
Might know.
There's another famous show from the 90s that was, and a very specific character. I don't want to name the character, that was famous, very, very famous for promoting this product. And it was a cartoon in the 90s. If I said who the character was, it would just be immediately just give it away, because this character is responsible for the tagline that everybody knows about for this product.
Wow. I'm horrible with stuff like this. It's like a riddle to me. I'm like searching for it, but I just can't find it.
I know that this
So they're
last
looking at
clue
shit to
is
find this
just
shit, dude.
my daughter would get this one, and she's 14.
Okay.
Because it's a show that's still on the air today.
Wow. It's a cartoon, though?
Yeah.
Don't have a cow HB. You'll figure it out.
Oh, I know what it is now. I got it. Pretty sure. Unless it just has something to do with what you just said, then I probably don't. Was that a hint?
I see. That's why Ronnie gave the hint, and he didn't actually take it, because he said he went on
I think
Friday.
I know. Because there's only a handful of shows that have been on since the 90s that are cartoons. Very few of them.
Mike Barball. Good. Mike got it.
Yep. What I was thinking. Yep.
So we
Simpsons.
got
Butterfinger.
in my can. So the Butterfinger was named by a Chicago guy after the sports fumble. You drop the ball, Butterfinger.
Okay.
And literally, the chocolate is not technically chocolate. Maybe they changed it to real chocolate with the recipe change. But let's see what it says here.
It's like coconut oil and stuff.
Got that Mr. Good bar, you know, their Hershey's chocolate bar with the peanuts in it, and that was awful. That was like the worst.
Wow, really?
Oh man, it was so sugary and like nothing like a Hershey's bar. It was just like candy chocolate, like Easter candy chocolate or cheap Halloween candy or Dollar Tree chocolate. It was like awful, and I was like, kept looking at the wrapper.
Finger on my Butterfinger.
But Butterfingers, oh man, I love those. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember they used to come in the assortments of different Hershey bars with the Goodyear bar and the dark chocolate and all that.
Yeah.
My grandma used to always have them in her house.
So this makes sense. Ingredients: corn syrup, sugar, peanuts, vegetable oil, peanut flour, non-fat milk, and less than 2% of cocoa, milk, salt, soy lecithin, natural flavor, and annatto color. So there's hardly any chocolate in it at all. But the coating itself isn't that much of a percentage of the chocolate bar. But I'm assuming it's mostly soy lecithin, anyways, because that's what most imitation. Hershey's isn't real chocolate, I don't think, anyways. Is it has to be a certain percent to be like real chocolate.
Yeah.
Right. The annatto seasoning, you
has
can
to be a
buy
certain
it.
percentage
It's in a lot
of
of
cocoa
stuff.
butter and cocoa solids, the combination of the two. And I
Right.
don't see any. I only see 2% cocoa and no cocoa butter at all. But yeah, Mike
Is that why they
Barball.
call it bark? Is that why they call it bark at Walmart, like the almond bark, or
I think those have
like
a.
when you buy
Exactly.
that box to make chocolate?
Yeah.
They're not
Correct.
real
It's made out of
chocolate because
oil.
you don't have to temper it. You can just heat it and it'll set on its own.
Yeah.
Regular chocolate, if you don't heat it properly, it won't set properly.
Uh,
It's very, very temperamental. But yeah, so Mike, would you rather Tommy Knocker or Coker's Colombian?
That's the most relatable shit I've ever read on this whole show. I had to work for that one. Got mad at my dog. I'll be back. I gotta go give the puppy some business.
Yeah.
That shit's hilarious. Fucking right. It's like I had to work for that shit. That was hard. Wow.
drive safe, Daniel.
Yeah, drive safe, buddy.
Cheers.
That
You
was a fun
say?
one. Yeah. Eating Butterfingers out of my can, man. Nothing beats it.
Cheers. So we're about in an hour right now, so we got a couple more minutes before we wrap up. We're gonna head over to Discord and go watch that comedy special. You guys come over there and watch it with us. It's gonna be really fun. It's a psychedelic comedy, so it's gonna be on par with what you know.
I can't wait to fall asleep on this one.
This was on YouTube though, so I'll send you the link, and if you fall asleep during it, you can always catch the rest of it tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. But I fell asleep and I woke up and I looked and I was on the Discord for almost 8 hours.
I knew you had fallen
By
asleep.
myself.
I almost gave you the boot because I knew you were asleep, but I was like, nah, whatever.
Fuck it, leave him
I
there.
can hear you
He's
snoring. You
fine.
were muted. You were fine.
Let him lay on the couch. He's all right. He's on the couch in the church.
Yeah, I shut off the lights and locked up when I woke up.
Right on. Cool.
This wiped me out though. My energy, it's like it's gone. Man.
Yeah, I should have done it when your immune system gets like that. It's important to try to stay hydrated and well fed, best you can, do the basics.
Yeah.
Rest up.
I usually stay away from like the the hydrate type drinks, but I've been going through them like crazy because I prefer to just drink water, but
Right.
water wasn't it. So I was getting Pedialyte packets and then Gatorade and then the bottles of Pedialyte.
Yep.
I think it's helped, but it's still I'm not
Yeah. Yep. Derek, not Derek, but good.
I think it was Mike Baraball that gave it to me in the chat the other day. I think he said something about
some cooties, dude. Fucking cooties, bro. I'm telling you.
I read that comment and I was like, oh, now I got it.
I think Aaron was saying that too.
Yeah, so it's just going around.
Nerdy, is there any way you can put our exit thing on here?
Let me see if I can find it. I don't know where it's at. I usually have it preloaded over here.
Yeah. I just noticed it wasn't on there.
But thank you everyone for being here. Please visit us at mysticjourneyschurch.org.
There you go, Derek.
like, share, and subscribe, and all that business. Check us out on the Instagram and the Facebook, and
Yes.
get over
Oh, it is.
over on the Discord.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Who
Couldn't
needs
say
a
it better
slide?
myself.
Yeah,
You got it. You handled it. Cheers. That's all I got to say. You guys got anything else to add?
Stay healthy out
No.
there.
Are good. Cheers, everyone. Have a great night. See you everyone Discord.